Hello my friends and welcome to the 10th class in our grammar course, into which my friends we are going to carry on explaining the contextual, cultural and the emotional differences between tenses. Let's start today our class explaining the differences between past perfect and present perfect. And as I remember my friends, we explained the differences between present perfect and past simple, then past perfect and past simple. And today, my friends, we have to differentiate between present perfect and past perfect so that we finish this problem once and for all. Now, my friends, let's start with the first difference. As you know, we use the present perfect in order to describe a statement or an action that happened in the past, finished in the past, happened and finished in the past, or started in the past and not finished yet. It is still ongoing. Then it has results now or affects the present, as we see here, and it is a reason for a current situation. So we have two options. The first option, that this statement or action happened in the past and finished in the past, or it started in the past and it is still now going on. And in both cases, my friends, the statement or the action still has results now, or as we say, the action or statement affects the situation now. And in both cases, this action which happened in the past or started in the past is a reason for a current situation. Let's take some examples. In here, my friends, we say, I can't come to see you now. Why? I can't to come to see you now. This is a result now. But what is or what was the thing that affected the present so that I can't see you now? I can't see you now. I am so tired. What happened? I have worked the whole day. So I have worked the whole day in the past. So the result is I am tired and I cannot see you now. Another example, Sarah is so hungry. Sarah now is so hungry. So what happened before that so that Sarah is hungry now? Sarah is so hungry, she hasn't eaten since she woke up. For example, Sarah comes to me now and she says, Odai, I am so hungry. It is 3 p.m. now and I have not eaten anything since I woke up. So from the moment I woke up till now, I haven't eaten anything. I didn't eat in the past, and the result now is that I am hungry now. While for the past perfect, my friends, we say that the past perfect is the past of the present perfect. In here, my friends, we have an action that happened in the past, in the present perfect, happened in the past, and it affects or has results now. For past perfect, the action happened in the past and its result happened after it in the past too. So past perfect is the reason of the past action which happened before it, or the past of the past which caused the past, as linguists sometimes prefer to explain it. Let me give you some examples here, my friends. Here we said, I can't come to see you now because something happened in the past. I have worked the whole day and I am tired so that I cannot come. In here, I am talking to you now about yesterday. You told me you didn't come to see me. I am so angry. Now, my friends, let's take this example. I couldn't come last night to see you. Let's imagine this scenario. I didn't come yesterday to see my friend, and he comes now and tells me, I am so angry. You didn't come to see me yesterday. I was sick and you didn't come. I tell him, my friend, I'm sorry I couldn't come last night to see you. I was so tired. So I was so tired yesterday and this is the past. Why was I tired? Because something happened before that. I had worked the whole day before. So last night I couldn't come to see you because during the whole day, which was before that night, I had worked the whole day before it. So for the second example, Sarah is hungry now, as we said, because she hasn't eaten. Sarah is hungry because she hasn't eaten. I'm talking about Sarah now. Now Sarah is coming to me and she's telling me I am hungry, Uday. But when I, for example, see her or I talk about her, I said, yesterday I saw Sarah and Sarah was so hungry yesterday at 3 p.m. Yesterday at 3 p.m. Sarah was so hungry when I met her at 3 p.m. Why? So she was hungry, and this is a result in the past. So something happened before 3 p.m. yesterday and made her hungry. She had not eaten for 10 hours. So when I met Sarah yesterday at 3 p.m., which is past, she hadn't eaten, means before that, for 10 hours. Well, the second major point, or the second major difference, is that for a present perfect, my friends, we use a present perfect to describe an action that happened in the past and maybe finished in the past, or started in the past and haven't finished yet. Like this example, Jack is retiring today. So we have a party now. We're having a party, retirement party for our manager, Mr. Jack. And I say, Mr. Jack is retiring today. Now we are in the party. He has worked for this company for 35 years. So before today, which is the day this action ends today, before that, he has worked for 35 years old. So the action started in the past and finished now. For the other example here, my friends, we say Jack has lived in Istanbul for 10 years. He likes it here so much. So now he likes it here so much. Why? Because before that, he has lived in Istanbul for 10 years. In here, my friends, we do not put the effect of the past action on the present or the current situation as a condition to use the present perfect. We can use the present perfect to describe an action that happened or started in the past, finished or not finished now, with a small connection with the present, and the connection is not important. While on the other hand, we use the past perfect, as we said before, to describe an action in the past that happened before another action which happened after it. Let me give you an example here. We say when Jack retired last year in 2024, we are now in 2025. Last year I was in the party of Jack retirement. I said, you remember Mr. Jack? We attended his retirement party last year. You remember him? Yes. You say, when Jack retired in 2000, for example, 24 last year, he had worked or he had completed 35 years in this company. So I'm talking about a retirement that happened last year and the work that started before the 35 years before that. So he started working before 35 years before the retirement, which was last year. The second example here, we say Jack has lived in Istanbul. So Jack is now in Istanbul. Jack is now in Istanbul. Here, Jack is retiring today. He has worked for the company for 35 years. Means Jack today is at work. And today his job is going to be finished. But when I say Jack, when Jack retired last year, he had completed. So Jack is not working today. Why? Because his retirement, which is the result, happened before the reason or before the situation, the past perfect. Here, Jack wanted to meet Sarah in the party. So we had a party and we have two actions. We have Sarah had left, let's say at 8 p.m. and Jack here arrived. So I say Jack wanted to meet Sarah in the party last night. Both of these actions happened last night. However, Jack arrived in the past. But what happened before this past? Sarah had left. So if we want to put these events into a sequence, a chronological order, we say that Sarah had left first, then Jack arrived. Or we can say Jack wanted to meet Sarah in the party last night. Unfortunately, however, after Sarah had left, which is the older event, Jack arrived. So as you see, my friends, here, we can say that the past perfect, look at the past perfect, is the past of the present perfect. It is like we are going backward in time. We have this time shift. The result here is in the result here is at present. The reason is in the past. Here, the result is in the past, and the reason is in the past of the past, which is the past perfect. And finally, my friends, the last difference between present perfect and past perfect is the contextual meaning of these tenses when we use them in conditional sentences. As we all know that we have 5 types of conditional sentences. In here, we're talking about type 1. And before I start explaining type 1, I would like to mention a very big misunderstanding a lot of English teachers, specifically English teachers, have in their teaching methodologies. Let's take this example so that we understand. In here, my friends, we use a present perfect in order to describe or to talk about possible condition at present or in the future. In here, my friends, we use generally we use a present simple. So 90% of the teachers tell their students, if you want to talk about type 1 here, type 1 conditional sentences, generally they say they use if plus subject plus verb in present simple, then you use another subject plus will. And this is correct but not precise. We can use present perfect here, we can use a present continuous in type 1 conditional sentences, and we can use will or going to or present continuous for future. This point, my friends, is going to be explained thoroughly and precisely in the next classes, so that we will finish this misunderstanding. Generally, my friends, we can use present perfect in conditional sentences type 1 to explain or to describe a possible condition at present or in the future. This example here, my friends, we are hungry. 2 people are speaking, me and my friend. We are in the car, and my friend suddenly talks to me now. We are in the car now, we're talking now, and he tells me, we are hungry. Let's go to the restaurant. So he's telling me that he's hungry and he is suggesting that we go to the restaurant. I tell him, my mom is at home today. If she has cooked today, we will eat at home. A lot of English teachers will tell you that this sentence is wrong. The teacher, me, should write if she cooks, because this is type 1 conditional sentence, and in type 1 we use a present simple only and we use will only, and this is not correct. In here, my friends, the best contextual use of present perfect is to talk about something happened in the past and its result is now. So I tell my friend, if my mother has cooked, this means, my friends, if my mom cooked in the past and there is still food now, we will eat. There is possibility that my mom cooks because she is at home today. She's not at work. So I tell my friend, this is possible. If she cooked in the past and we still have result food now, I use if she has cooked, present perfect. Today we will eat at home. In the second example, we say, Mom, I'm talking to my mother now. Mom, let's go to the park to have some ice cream. It's now 6 or 7 p.m. and I'm hankering for some ice cream. I need to eat some ice cream. And I tell Mom, let's go and eat some ice cream in the park, please. She tells me, well, you have a lot of homework for school. If you have already finished, means if you did your homework and now you don't have homework, the result. So if you have already finished your homework, there is a possibility that we will go. On the other hand, my friend here, and as you see, past perfect is the past of present perfect. We use past perfect in conditional sentences type 3. Type 3 means impossible conditions in the past. Here possible, here impossible. Here possible because there is kind of hope the situation could be changed. But here, as long as the action happened in the past and finished in the past, it is impossible for this action to be changed now. Then I am talking to my friend, the same friend. In here we are in the car now, and here he talks to me. He said, you remember yesterday when I talked to you and told you let's go to the restaurant, and you told me my mom is now at home if she has cooked for us, and you know what, we didn't go to your house and we didn't eat. That is your fault. That was your fault and you made a big problem. And then I tell him, he tells me, sorry, we were hungry yesterday and you didn't invite us to eat at your house. I said, no, I did. But sorry, my mom was at home, but she didn't cook. If she had cooked, my mother didn't cook. If she had cooked, we would have eaten at home. So we use past perfect to talk about a condition that was impossible to happen in the past. The second example is the same here. I'm talking to my mother and I tell her, Mom, you remember yesterday I asked you to take me to the park and you didn't? I am so sad now because we didn't go to the park, Mom. And now my mother tells me, I told you to finish your homework, but you didn't. You lied to me. You told me you finished. I came and I checked, and you didn't finish. You were lying to me. If you had finished your homework, we would have gone. Which means you didn't do your homework. You didn't finish your homework. That's why we didn't go to the park. Finally, my friends, what I call the boring grammar, I would like to talk about the form. Generally, my friends, we have present perfect form. Always we have the subject. The subject can be he, she, it. And then we have has as an auxiliary for this tense. Then the verb in third form. I would like to tell you that in affirmative or negative any question, always the verb is in the third form, V3. In here, my friends, we say Sarah, Jack, the dog, he, she, it has eaten. I, you, they have eaten. If the subject is he, she, it, we use have, has. If the subject is I, we, you, they, we use have. Then the verb in the third form, always, as we said. For negative form, we use Sarah, Jack, the dog has not eaten. Also the third form, I, we, you, they has not eaten. Also the third form. And in here, my friends, I, we, you, they have not, has not, have not eaten. Also the third form for the negative and the question. We start here with the auxiliary has or have, and this depends, our choice here depends on the subject. If the subject is he, she, it, she, he, it here, we use has. I, we, you, they, we start with have. Has Sarah eaten my lunch? Has Jack eaten my lunch? Has the dog eaten my lunch? Have I? Have you? Have they eaten my lunch? And so on. For the past perfect, my friends, past perfect is easier than present perfect because here we have to choose between has and have. In here, my friends, no matter what the subject is, he, she, it, we, you, they, all of them take had. All of them, they take had. So Sarah had not eaten. Sarah had eaten. Jack had eaten. The dog had eaten. For the affirmative. For the negative, Sarah had not eaten. Jack had not eaten. The dog had not eaten. We hadn't eaten. You had not eaten. They had not eaten. And for the question, always we start with had, as we start here with has and have. And we put the subject, then the verb also in the third form, in the affirmative and in the negative and in the question. That's it for today, my friends. I hope you haven't got bored. You are happy and you're learning. If you don't understand a point in this class, please, my friends, try to replay this video again 2-3 times, the number you feel comfortable with. Play some Kahoot games which are going to be posted in the description box. And always, if you have any question, you can always get in touch with me through the links posted in the description box. Thank you again, my friends, and good luck improving your English.